Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. Alright, so we're going to do another look using the Natasha Denona Hyper, is that it? Hyper Natural Face Palette. This time I went a little bit different, and we're going to use the BK Beauty brushes, okay? So I got those out. So this is what we got so far. I did a look using it like kind of like you would if you just had the products, like you use your bronzer in the crease, that sort of thing, your highlighter as a lid type thing. That's how I kind of did it. This time I kind of went more the pinky route and put it through the crease. I did use the contour shade. The only thing I've done is I contoured my nose because I just used my Refer brush. I didn't use one of the BK Beauty brushes, but it's fine. And then for the lips, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona lip liner, lipstick, lip gloss in the Natasha from the Dream collection. And then for foundation, I am wearing the Marc Jacobs. And for concealer, I'm wearing Gucci. And then I just set the whole face this time with my Too Faced Peach Perfect. But let's go in with the bronzer because it's interesting. I like this. I do like this because, generally, I really don't contour. I mean, sometimes, but generally, I only contour my nose and, like, I put a little bit here under my lip, right? The rest of it, I just use bronzer, to be fair. Now, sometimes I will use contour and bronzer, but it's time consuming. But I like it that it is all three. But when I'm just using it as a bronzer, I just simply mix it. Now, this is the BK 104. Is this technically a bronzer brush? Probably not. But is that what I'm using it for? Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and get started. And again, do I know what I'm doing? No. So should you trust me? No. It ain't about like placement or brushes like what I'm using. It's about, is there color payoff? Is it patchiness? Is it picking up what's under the stuff? That's what's important. How I place it, it's not right. I can tell you that right now. But that's beside the point. It matters about like how it looks. And to be fair, it looks nice. You can see the payoff to that. And then we'll just go up on the forehead with it. Now I did already apply the my highlighter. I used the Natasha Denona um Super Glow in 02 light medium. Now we're just gonna, well, finish the top, I guess. I will say though, I don't know what this brush is for, but I do like it for bronzer. And I'm just getting it up into that hairline. So you kind of can't see where it begins or ends or anything. But no, I don't know what I'm doing. So please, like, as far as like technique or anything like that, like, don't pay attention to me. Because I'm clueless. But I do think that is a pretty color. Now, do I think it would work on everybody's skin tone? I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to say no, but like I truly can't answer that because I don't know. Does it work on mine? Yes. That I can answer. But I don't, I mean, I can't see how it could, but I don't know. I only have this skin. All right, now let's put it on this side of the face. Pushing it in. But you can see that. You can see the color. You can see it's not picking up anything. And the brush is really nice, you all. I will say that I kind of thought they would be nice because, you know, everybody raves about them, right? But they are, it is kind of expensive. And I understand that tools cost, you know what I mean? And when you compare it to like natural hair brushes, like Sonia G, Wayne Goss, no, they're not that expensive. But they are more expensive than, say, my Sephora brushes or my Real Technique. I think they're probably about the same as my It Cosmetic brushes, maybe. Now, there's bundles and all that. And I don't want to say like I was surprised of the price. I was. I'm not going to lie. But they are nice. And after playing with them, I understand. Like I can see. Like they're trying to replicate, let me rephrase, natural hair brushes. And I will say these are so soft. I mean, very soft. Like softer than my Refer brushes, for sure. And the way they pick up is kind of like a natural hair. It's not exact, but it is close. Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about them, other than I just didn't know about the price point. But at the same time, I do think they're worth it. I do. So if you're interested in them, definitely take a look. I was solely interested in the um Angie Hot and Flashy ones because of the eye and where I have hooded eyes and all that. Like, I thought that could help in a way, maybe with my makeup. So I really wanted them. But they had sent some extra brushes. Now, I didn't get these sent to me, okay? They were sent to my fiance. I don't know. But he had requested them for me for an early present for Mother's Day. And he's on TikTok, okay? Now, obviously he got them for me. So let me be very clear that I did not spend my money on these, but they weren't given to me. You know what I mean? Because, well, you know. But I will say that they are nice. And I've been playing with them for 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th day. I'm pretty sure this is the 5th day I've been playing with them. And I have really enjoyed them. And I know my videos are kind of like all over the place because like I film a little bit ahead, a couple days ahead. Just so I have a backup just in case something happens, you know. And I am grateful that they sent them to my fiance because they are very, very nice. But I don't want to lie and be like, I was kind of shocked by their price point. And not because I don't think they're worth it, because they are, but I don't know why I thought they were just like a cheaper brand, but I don't really see how it could be cheaper either, to be fair. Like if you compare them to, say, Sigma, you know, it's the same price point almost. So with that said, it's like, well, I get it. And I will say their brushes are definitely softer than Sigma. And I still like Sigma's brushes, don't get me wrong. But I do think I like the feel of these. I know I do like the feel of these better because they're softer. But I like Sigma because there's certain brushes that are like that just fit my eye. You know what I mean? So with that said, that's why I like it. All right, so that's what I used for bronzer. What was that one? The 104 For concealer or for foundation, I use the 101. This thing, now this is another whole other level, you all. I can see why this is their like #1 brush, the 101, because it is a different kind of foundation brush. I'll be honest. The feel of it, to the way it applies the makeup, like, it is special. So I 100% love this. And the other one that I 100% love is this one right here. And this is the Angie Hot and Flashy, the A506, which I'm sure you've heard is the concealer, like this for the concealer. And it is forever, like, fitting exactly. I mean, it fits exactly right here. Like, it's crazy. So this is like this one's pretty cool. Now, the other things, I got 2 more brushes. One I haven't even used yet, and the other one that I used is I'm trying to grab them, the 113. And this is nice for like setting powder. You know what I mean? Like this, right? And it is nice, and it does set everything nicely. I will say that it applies it, it sets it nicely. You could probably even use this as highlight. Up to you. I think it'd be maybe a little too small for blush though. But for highlight and setting powder, technically, I really like this brush here. Well, this one is just called the setting brush, and you see it's a little bit different than this setting brush, but they're both from Real Techniques. I like this one for highlighter and this one for setting under the eyes. So even though I like this, it's not like a necessity. It's great. I like it. It works. It performs beautifully. But it's not like one of those ones that's so unique that I'm like, go get it. Like the foundation and that concealer. That is unique. That's a game changer. This, not so much a game changer. The bronzer, the 104, is it a game changer? Maybe. If you're having problems with bronzer, like not knowing where to put it, where that is so pointed, it fits perfectly in the hollow and go down. You know what I mean? So it really depends on what you're looking for, I suppose, on whether this is going to be a game changer for you or not. You know what I mean? So that's up to you. The next brush, though, is the another Angie Hot and Flashy, and it's the A507. Now, you can get the whole Angie set. I think it was $125 for the whole set. And it comes with that concealer brush, the blush brush, but you can also use this for contour, but I'm using it for blush. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eye brushes. Yeah, 5 eye brushes. So it's kind of up to you on what you, I would say, if you just really wanted to just start and you didn't want to spend, I'd just get the 101 and try it out. See if you like it. You will, and then you'll want the rest. In which case, I'd get the 101 and then the Angie Hot and Flashy set. Just my opinion. So for this, we're going to go into the blush now. And all I did with the blush was just, again, same thing. Just put them both in there, you know. Put it on the brush. Tap it off. And this fits so perfectly on my cheeks. Whether you want to stipple it in or blend it in, however you want to do it. Like, it just works beautifully. And you can smile, and it just, look how it just hugs. Like, it's wonderful and beautiful. And again, not a makeup artist. Have no clue on placement. So I kind of like the fact that this just stuck and go. You know what I mean? But it's up to you on how, you know, you want to do your makeup. But I do like this for a blush brush. Although I do strongly feel like you could use it for both blush and bronzer. Just up to you. And me personally, I like to stipple because it's like, it kind of gives you a little bit of leeway. You know what I mean? Because you're barely touching the skin with it. So, and the product is, I don't know. I just like it. I don't know how to explain it. I think it goes on a little better for someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Stippling it makes it easy. But you can see that I stippled it, but you can also see that I'm like taking it going down, kind of blending it into the bronzer. And there's no pickup. There's no, like, everything is where it's supposed to be. It's not messing anything up. And you can build this up, or you could leave it light. You can, now this particular brush, you can just go into this side, you can just go into that side. So whatever you're wanting to do, that's up to you. The brush is small enough for you just to pick up the pink or pick up the coral color. But either way you go, it's completely up to you on how you want to do it. But it just feels so nice on the skin. It is so soft. Like, really, really soft. And I think it blends it in perfectly. Like, I got no complaints. And like I said, I've been really like, is it worth it? You know what I mean? And so far, you know. So now we're going to use the A503 brush. And I'm going to go into the contour shade first. And we're just going to put that directly in the crease. Basically just to get a little bit of definition in there. And to maybe hide the hood of my eye a little bit, basically. Now, the first video I did all of the colors in the look, just so you could get a feel of it. But this time we're going to go with the blush colors. So now I'm going to go in with the shade, this darker shade here. And we're going to put it on the outer corner and run it into the crease. Like I said, that contour shade was just to give a little bit of like illusion. I was just trying to get that hood to be hidden a little bit. And I think it did work a little bit. Again, not a makeup artist. So if you are, I'm sure that you would, be much better at application, in which case it would work better. And again, you can see how well this shows up on my skin tone. It's very nice. Now this ain't a BK Beauty brush. This is just a Luna Meow. A Lunar Meow. I need to get some sleep, y'all. Seriously. A Lunar Magic brush. And I'm going to go into the darkest brown. And I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. Again, just for some color down there. Nothing more. I'm not even like putting that much. It's just more for shadow. The illusion type stuff. And I will say that the tones of these work so well for this. Well, in my uneducated experience, I think they work really good. The only thing I would like to see, to be fair, is now that she has this, coming out with individual that you could pop these out and put a new one in. I think that would be cool. Because you've got the base and you can already pop out the shadows. That's in all of her palettes. So if I wanted to mix and match, I could. But the bronzer and the blush, if you could pop those out in like this bronze and contour, it works fine for my skin tone. But again, I don't think it's going to work for everybody. So therefore, I feel like there should be light, medium, dark. and then the blush, like, have a pink and then that darker coral, then maybe have a peach in another shade, a berry and you know what I mean, like a light and a dark like that too in each color wave. All right, now we're going to go into the shade Soft, which is this right here, this pinky shade. And I will say the formula of these are so nice. Look at the shine. Look how pretty that is. And it is soft. I do like the way she named these. Nothing exciting about the names, but so on point. Like, that is so soft. It's like soft and delicate. And like, your blush is now tied into your eye look, so if you're going for that type of thing. And I kind of wonder, maybe with a more pinkier colored lip, how it would look. Because I bet you it would look, you know, a lot better because it would tie it all in even more. But I was just going, this is what I'm like, this is my favorite lip if I'm doing a lighter lip. And then to be fair, that berry collection, that's my favorite dark lip. I need a lip gloss with that though. She needs to come out with a lip gloss. I really would like to see that. But look how pretty that is. I really do like the way she has it. Do I want more? Well, yeah, I love makeup. Of course I want more. But do I need more? No. She has everything in here that you'll need. We're going to go into Dreamy now. And I'm just going to pick it up and put that for my inner corner. Because you know I have to have a little bit of something. A little bit shiny. I can't not. I just can't. I can't help myself. And look at that. I use my Tarte Fake Awake in my waterline. Alright. And then for mascara, we're going to go in with the Tint a Doll by Lancome for the top lashes. And this isn't a bad mirror in the palette to use if you had to. Of course, I love my handheld mirrors. So at home, like now. But if I was traveling and I didn't want to take one, or if I forgot one, this mirror could definitely do what it needs, you know, for you to see. I don't know. I kind of think I like this eye look more than the first one. I did. I think the first one is definitely more everyday, but this is more me. Because of the pink, obviously. You all know that. But you do have options here. And I don't, to be fair, no matter how you went, I think it would all work. And you could pull any of her other palettes into this. That's the fun part too. Or you can swap out shades for the shadows. Like, there's so much you could do. And I appreciate that. The price tag might be high. I may not appreciate that price tag, but at least I'm getting what I'm paying for too. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't mind. And I know I'll use it. You know, if you're not going to use it, obviously, it's never going to be worth it for you if you're never going to use something. But when it comes to Natasha Denona, there's things like the Yucca palette. I know I'm not going to use it, but I want it. But here's the thing, I will use it. Why? Because it is Natasha Denona. Yes, is that a name? Yes. But the formula, like, maybe I only grab one matte, or maybe I only grab a metallic out of it. Like, there will be use. Where there's some palettes, there's no use. So I'm not gonna lie, I have palettes where there's no use. So keep that in mind. And I do feel like you could use everything in this, some way, somehow. I'm using the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water for the lower lash line. And we're done. And again, if you need quick, fast looks, hello. I'm going to tell you now, in all these shadows, you could do one and done. Like, you don't have to define or add or anything like that. You can slap one of these shades on and be out the door. Throw on mascara and stuff. So, this really could cut down your makeup. Like, if you're in a rush, like if it's a last minute thing, we got to go. But you want to be feeling put together, just grab this, your foundation, and start. You know, you're going to be able to achieve a nice put together look with this. It's beautiful packaging. It loves fingerprints too. Nobody's stealing this, okay? Without, you're going to get it back because your fingerprints are going to be all over it. But I will say that, you know, I wasn't so sure on this. I really wasn't. And not because the formula, nothing like that. Like, and I knew I was going to buy it. Like, let's not be crazy here. I'm a fool. But I wasn't crazy about it as in, ooh, it's just, you know what I mean? It's another, you know? And it looked boring. And it kind of is. But then it's kind of not. It's kind of not. You know, I'm not one to pull my blush into my eye look. I'm not even one really to pull my bronzer into my eye look. But if you were going to go somewhere and you didn't want to take that much stuff and you have this small bag because you don't want a lot of carry on or you don't want to pack up a lot, this is your friend. You can take this in another 5-pan even. Like, there's just a lot of versatility to this. And I do think this, to me, is spring. I think this is spring. I feel like there's winter. I feel like there's fall. And I feel like there is summer. All in this palette. All by itself. Could be wrong. It's just my opinion. Now, as far as the brushes, I had used the A502 to apply that pink blush shade up here. I had used the A503 for that contour shade to hide that lovely hood I got. I think I've always had it, though, to be fair. I don't think age brought it. I just think I've always had it. I use the A505 to apply it to my lid. The only brushes I haven't used is the A504 and the A501. And this one is a very small detailed brush. I probably could have used it for the lower lash line. I didn't. And this one, it looks like a good... This looks like a good one and done brush, if you ask me. But I did use this in another look now that I'm thinking about it. I was playing with a palette that had, I think, yellow in it. I don't even know what palette it was now. That's awful. But I remember grabbing this for yellow, and there is still a little bit of a yellow tint. That's how I know. So really, the only one I haven't played with is the definer. And, I mean, it's going to get right in there. It is so teeny tiny, so I have no doubt. I love the whole set from the Angie Hot and Flashy. I can't say any more than that. I'm glad that somehow my fiance got it through TikTok. I don't know how. I don't. But I'm glad. Because I've kind of been like on the fence with it. And I guess he had overheard me and just, you know, reached out and tried. And somehow they said yes. So he got that. I'm glad because now I think there's a couple brushes I'm going to have to go and get now. And I'm still thinking of the Nikki set. But I know that it can be used for professional and enthusiasts like myself. But I'm not so sure I need that particular set like I did the Angie Hot and Flashy. But there are a couple other brushes and even the eye brushes that I am curious about. Which, hey, maybe they end up liking whatever my fiance is gonna, whatever video he did, and send him the rest. I don't know. That would be sweet, but I'm not gonna hope on that, and I don't care to buy because Lord knows that's the first thing that I have never bought before. Everything else in my collection I have paid for, bought for, saved for, whatever. So I'm good. But yeah, so far so good with all this. I really like it. Let me know your thoughts. Have you tried BK Beauty brushes? Are you on the fence? And if you got any questions about them, I'll be glad to answer. And let me know about the Natasha Denona palette. Is it boring? Is it everything you've dreamed of? Is it everything you need for the quick looks? I'm sorry this video is so long, but talking about two products and really wanting to give you all the information I can from an unbiased, opinion, So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.